Woo! Hey, how you doing, man? It's your boy Carcino here. Welcome to One Crack News. Hope you guys have all had a blessed day. Uh, as we looking at this forecast, as you can see, we are covered in snow everywhere out here. It is something else. Look at this snow, buddy. Snow. So what do we do? Oh man. So now we about all this violence now. We about violence. Everybody wanna be violent. Everybody wanna be on somebody's head. We all beefing now. This is an example of people with no content. People who don't even know how or what content really is. Oh, this ain't my kind of weather. I want to be in the house. But this car got to get used to it, you know. You got to be out here. I got to break her in. Space Ghost. Space Ghost got to get broke into this weather. Now, let's get to the gist of why we're here, you know. There's so many people out here trying to create hate. And when I say trying to create it, I mean put it on a scale that doesn't even need to be and ever surface. People are so focused on drama. You got these clowns that's making pages trying to like they gonna start a war or a beef between other individuals. And using my name in the title for clickbait to try to get people to check in and see, oh man, what's going on there? I didn't even look at it. I saw it that somebody sent me the video. And once I saw somebody sent me the video, I said, well, it's time, you know, it's time to make a move. And they was like, well, what you talking about? And I was like, well, it's time to address and call out and give them the attention they want. Because they want somebody to call them out. They put my name in the title and all that. And what I'm going to say is, fool. You will never, ever, ever control me. That stuff work on other people. It don't work on men, real men. They tried to insinuate that Ticket TV is hating on Carcino behind the scenes. Ticket TV is genuine. I've never seen anything shiesty with him in a million years. There is no beef between me and Ticket TV. So don't anybody over here ever believe that. I follow his Patreon and been a supporter of his Patreon for years. Kwame Brown. No beef with me and Kwame Brown. Ever. So once again, I don't know how many times I gotta reiterate it, but so you guys understand, there's no beef with me and Kwame Brown. If anybody needed to hear that again, who was stupid enough to listen to this guy, who wants to try to think he can cause division when there aren't any. Now, what's the new thing that they do? But first, it was Damn D's hating on me, right? Oh, Damn D, man, he really hates you, dog. See, he jealous of you and Kwame. That's why he cut your part out of the video. He showed a video of Kwame and he cut you out. You was in that video too, Sino. He don't want to show nothing with Sino in it. I'm like, me and Damn D don't have a beef. If Damn D don't want to show a piece of a video with me in it, it probably didn't, my point probably didn't matter to what he was saying in the video. There is no beef with anybody. Why is everybody trying to create a beef? They go to Damn D, then now it's Ticket. Ticket has just been adopted to the new, we all at beef thing because he interviewed Kwame Brown on his platform. That's how stupid y'all are. Some of y'all, not the people that listen to us, but the people that roll with them, that's how dumb y'all are. Y'all just gonna allow these people to make up lies and have people trying to spread false narratives? Why? I thought you got a job now. You living in like your grandma's house, look like, or some other lady you done swindled, you done moved in her place. Or they're probably renting it for you to stay there. But you got a job now. Shouldn't you be focused on your job? Why are you worried about Damn D, Kwame Brown, myself? What for? You got a job now. Your job don't detail us. Go do your job. Nobody's mentioning you. So go and do your job. Right. Why don't you give people some actual content, real news? Like a lady from Venezuela on the Venezuelan news. I'm not Venezuelan, but I know some Venezuelans. And she said that they emptied out the prisons of their max prison and sent some of them over to the United States, just like Castro did in the 80s. Could be early 70s, late 70s, but yeah, Castro did that. Emptied out the jail and sent them to America and turned Miami into a war zone. Now, all of these migrants that's coming over, that they're sending over to the country, she said the ones in Venezuela, because Venezuela got so bad, it was so violent that you had to keep money on you to have it for the people that, like, if you walk, you're gonna get robbed in Venezuela. If you're walking down the street, you're going to be approached and be robbed. And the worst thing you could do is not have any money for them. So you have to have some money on you and some money you tuck away and be like, okay, I'm gonna give this to the robbers so I can go past, because they're gonna rob me. So you had to have something for the robbers. If not, they'll get frustrated and beat you down for not having anything. And this is Venezuela. Now, see, I know because I know somebody that's actually from there. So they were actually telling me what's really going on here. And a lot of the people there were fleeing the violence and was coming here. Then it was saying that their government just said, hey, since they're taking in Venezuelan people, then we're going to send them some people from Venezuela, which was people they had like in a maximum security lockdown. They sent them to America. So this is what I'm talking about, buddy. Real content, real news. My city is one of the major cities that's affected with the Venezuela situation, with the migrants crossing. The majority of the migrants that crossed here in Chicago are from Venezuela. Lots of them. I know y'all think it's all Mexicans, but it's not. You have people here from Jamaica. You have some people here that came from Mexico, some people from Honduras. It's a lot of people from a lot of different areas. Oh, yes, and then there's the new law. You could lose your car now. The states are trying to make it all 50 states. If you don't pay the tolls, or let's say if your license is suspended for X amount of years and you're still driving on it, you could lose possession of your vehicle. They're trying to push that down. So if you're not making any type of resolutions of your tolls, they have actually taken your income tax checks. Whatever you owe the state will take that money and apply it to your interest rates. I mean, not to your interest rate, but to your bill that you owe. And they will hit you with interest, and the interest rates are extremely high. I'm in Chicago, so we're already in a corrupt state. Another governor, former, like everybody goes to jail here. We've had the most governors arrested in prison. And now we got this Burke, all the things that he did, bribery, extortion. So we already know our system is trash, without a shadow of a doubt. So this is why we tell people, focus on what's real out here in the world, instead of focusing on nonsense that's trying to get people to beef with each other. YouTube is a vehicle anybody can do. Anybody can create on YouTube and start going to work and doing things. So why all of a sudden this is such a major problem for anyone? There's like, it can only be one. Nobody cares about whatever thing that you're doing on your platform. We don't care. So you can continuously talk from the grave and scream and yell and do whatever. No one cares about you, dog. Go ahead and do your job. You swindled to get this job like you swindled to get everything else in life. Use it for your own benefit. You done swindled yourself to a good position, but just like an idiot, they always mess it up. So you're just a F up waiting to happen. No, when you've done everything that you're supposed to do, there's no need for you to take anything to another level because it's unnecessary. There's a lot of Chinese people in Mexico. A lot of them were born there. There's a lot of Chinese people that has been there. They own businesses in Mexico. They own a lot of what we call currency exchanges. They own a lot of those in Mexico. A lot of Chinese people have learned Spanish. A lot of them know it. See, America, our educational system is one of the worst in the country. Well, worse in the world, rather. Why does everybody test better than us? They're better at science and math. Why? We have to go to an advanced class in order for our talents to be magnified. We have to go to special schools here of education. Why they don't have this education in all the other schools? Why certain selected kids get to go to these schools that have advanced education? You see, in European countries, by the time they're in third grade, it's required for you to learn at least 5 different dialects. That's why somebody that speaks Polish, the majority of them knows Russian as well. That's why they know, like, they can speak to Yugoslavians. A lot of them know a lot of Kakistanian language. They learn about 8 different dialects in their school before they're even in third grade. They learn these dialects. It's a requirement for them to learn these languages. Well, when you have different cultures, you have different scenarios, you have different, you have different things that matter to you. And when you come across things that matter to you, you always want to make sure you're on the right side of whatever it is that you're doing, or where you feel you're on the right side of it. Now, society gets to a point where everyone in it has to make a decision. Okay, you made it this far, but you're like limping to the finish line. You don't want to be that person limping to the finish line. You want to be that one that's soaring at all times. So as the new year start, you start saying, well, okay, well, how can I do something different this year or elevate myself? If you don't think that way and you just complacent, then some people are very happy with being stagnant. The educational system here in the United States of America has it where they want you to be stagnant. They want you to be a follower. They want you to follow instructions. That's why a lot of jobs they got no high school diploma required. You ever see those? Oh, no high school diploma required. Just come right on in. No problems. That's what they all say. And then when it all hits the fan, now everybody has, now it's a big thing. Hold on. My bad. They're messing me up all the way around. You know, when you start talking about the real, it's the ordeal. Now, our education is slow and behind because we don't have educators. Yeah, I'm good. Now, everybody wants to know, not by accident, huh? Okay. Yeah, well, that's what happens when they start messing with, they start messing with the comment section, everything. It's like freezing up. But see, this is the scenario I'm talking about. Because the educational system is so messed up because of overcrowding, and you don't have educators. You got teachers. Now, if you look at the teachers right now, they're wondering why a lot of these teachers are now getting a lot of cases, more of them messing around with students. Because most of these teachers that you're hiring are not educators. These are somebody who've been spending their life in the club, getting wild, partying, drinking all night. And they're not, most of them are not even married. Most of these teachers are single, live a single life. Then some of them are married. But they loose, they party, they get wild, they get down. It's not like the teachers who we grew up with. You know, they were actually educators and scholars who went to school to get education for this. Now you got these teachers that go to a community college, get a certificate just so they can get a job and say they're a teacher. because they want summers off. None of them want to teach summer school. Who wants to do summer school? Oh no, not me. That's why I'm a teacher, so I can have summers off. Hey. So they have these situations appear over and over again. These are the scenarios, and we out there trying to fight a fight that doesn't make any sense. We're fighting and running our heads against the wall against something that other people get on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's different. Like, I'm one of the guys that say I get it. Of course, I'm riding with the Bucks. Well, many people don't get it, so people hate. It is what it is. When people are saying they're living proof, the scenarios and situations, others should take in stride and say, that guy knows a little bit of what he's talking about. But you put these people in charge of educating children, and they don't have anything in their heart about educating. They don't know it. It's not in their blood. Hoeing is in their blood. So they see some young, hot teenager or whatever, their mind is gone. They don't think in the world of that. They want some action. They're taking advantage of children, and you're betraying the trust of the parents and everyone else in that scenario. And it's crazy that this world is going down this pipeline. So that's where we are right now. That's why the school system's messed up. Overcrowding. The teachers feel overwhelmed. They don't feel protected when the students are yelling in their face. The parents come up in there taking up for the kids. Why can't my son have a gun in class? He gonna protect himself? He ain't gonna shoot nobody. Shoot, he's just trying to be safe. I taught my son to be safe. Son, somebody messed with you, you pistol whip him, alright? See, he gonna pistol whip him. He ain't gonna shoot nobody. Man, y'all tripping. So, you have crazy situations that happen in these schools. And that's why majority of these parents are doing the same things, and those who are educators are almost giving up because they feel the system has given up on them. Yeah, it's like a couple of degrees below zero out here. If you ain't ready for this frost life, this ain't made for everybody. Yeah, they don't understand that So the educational system is flawed. Everything about it is flawed. There's many people now, more fathers, and they're not going to report that in the black community. There are more fathers now that are more in tune with their children's education and parenting. Even if they're not with the baby mother, they still are in their child's lives. That has been an increase. There's been more young people getting married now. Even though marriages are down, young people are getting married now. And they're involved in their child's lives. And want to be there. There's a lot of that going on. The news don't report that. They just want to report on all the single baby mothers that's out here raising kids on their own. That's what matters to them. Let's promote that message. Let's send that agenda out to the world. But that's not the case, really. There has been improvements in that area. And there are young black men being responsible and taking care of their responsibility and educating their children. There's some that take their kids to school. Like, take their kids up to the school, talk to the teachers. They want to know what's going on. So, instead of highlighting those facts, they want to hide. They want to hide from that, shield themselves from it, and go into the direction of, well, it's an epidemic. Black fathers just don't want to be around the kids. Let's just shoot that narrative. Let's go with that. That's what they want. Yeah, homie, you riding too close to me. That's what that beep sound is. Ghost Space Ghost gonna let you know you riding too close. Yep. What's up, KB? Yeah, so they think we all beefing now. You know, the clown's trying to push everybody in the beef. Take his dissing me, and he's trying to do this behind the scenes. Damn, D don't really like you, see no behind the scenes. Kwame them, they don't mess with you no more behind the scenes. They can cut you out. Like, I'm gonna be stupid enough. Yeah, man. Yeah, they did me dirty. Man, that's what I keep telling you. This is why I highlight this activity. Because these are brainless people trying to manipulate. This is how it works. They get the stupid to follow for that. The stupid people fall for crap like that. Use my name in the title for clickbait. Because now Ticket had been adopted just because he interviewed Kwame. Now he'd adopted into this he beefing with people stuff. Come on. We smarter than that. They ain't got, because they don't have anything to do. He's supposed to have a job. He looked like he's staying in his grandmama house. He probably didn't beat the old lady upside the head to get the place. He didn't swindle somebody for it. I'm like, you know he didn't hang those drapes in that room. I'm like, boy, you know you didn't get them drapes. Them like somebody grandma drapes. Some grandma got that. But he ain't telling you what's going on with these migrants. He ain't telling you that situation. He ain't telling you that Venezuela is sending in their maximum security prison, then emptied them out and sent some of those people right over here to America. They ain't tell you that. I know, because I know people who are from Venezuela. They whole family there. And they talked about the violence. And they said you got to have money on you. When you run into it, you gonna get robbed. If you walk in Venezuela, you are going to get robbed. So you got to have some money on you for the robbers, and then you tuck the rest of your money somewhere else where they can't get it, you know. But you got to have some money on you for the robbers. Because if you don't have anything on you, they going to get mad and then beat you up just for not having anything on you. Some have been killed just for not having any money on them when the robbers come to rob them. Now, see, we not going to get this kind of information on our news. But this is what happens when you know people from other countries and they tell you what's really going on around the world. That Venezuela is one of the most violent places now. And she's like, it's a shame because it's beautiful, but it's just so violent now. And now in Chicago, we have the most migrants that came here are from Venezuela. Now, see, that's where we got real information. These people don't, they make videos talking about who beefing with whom and trying to start a beef that ain't even there. And they too stupid enough to realize that everybody's just doing their own thing. And everybody's supporters. Like, YouTube is massive. We don't fall for stuff like that. And this is what we try to teach all the rest of y'all. Don't let anybody put a battery in your back. Because they don't know. They don't have anything going on for themselves. This is all they know how to do. They supposed to have a job. Why they ain't doing their job? You ain't making no money on YouTube. So why you even doing wasting your time putting all those hours of editing in for something you ain't getting paid for? That don't even make no sense. And now these teachers are out here sleeping with students. And it's at a frequent rate, and they act like they don't know why. You don't have educators anymore. You just have teachers. And that's any of these people that go and become a teacher's aide. They go and get the paperwork. They do all this craziness. Right? And why is that? Because I told you, they don't want us to be educated. They want us to be followers. We are supposed to assimilate, follow. They don't want Americans to be thinkers. They want certain people to be. In every other country, their education system is light years better than ours. You have to go to selective schools to get a real education. I know because I used to bang half of these teachers. That's teachers today. I'm like, man, God, she's a teacher? They let her around kids? Do they know what she used to do? That's why you got the twerking teacher now. You got all kind of teachers that come falling right out of the club. Then they say, oh, let me go get me a teaching degree because I've been spending my time working this little job and getting drinks paid for at the club by all these random dudes that been running through me. So they basically was hoes. That's all it was. They were hoes. And they decided, okay, I was a hoe, but now I need to get serious with my life. So now you can become a teacher easy. Take some classes online, pass those. Now, before they used to take married family people. You had to have a family, married life. They got single people, teachers, teaching kids. Now, it's below zero outside today. Most of these migrants have spent money to come to the United States. And the money that they're giving them in aid to come over here per month, they can get a room at a hotel. Our government can put them in rooms. Yeah, they fired a teacher for twerking online. They fired one for wearing provocative outfits for being too thick. Now, we gonna say ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's kind of distracting for kids in the classroom that's trying to learn. And it's like, okay, are you trying to get another teacher in the educational staff room? Like, what is your goal here? Oh, I'm finna show you live in this same video. What you're gonna see right now is first-hand educational knowledge. I'm finna show you what they doing to the migrants in this same video in about, I said, give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you what they doing to the migrants in this city. Because remember I told you, what did I tell you about the temperature here? It's freezing, right? Below zero. This is the city. Chi-Town. Downtown Chicago. It's downtown Chicago, right? Now what I'm gonna end up doing is showing you exactly when this 0 below freezing weather temperature, I'm gonna show you exactly what's going on. See those things up there? Now look at this. Here it comes. This is where they're living. See these blue tents? Look at these tents. All set up. Those are all migrants living there. That's where they're living. In those blue and red tents. They throwing all those migrants in 0 below weather in tents on the side of the highway. In 0 below weather, they're sleeping in tents, and that's just some of them. Some of them are sleeping on the floor in airports and police departments. Now you got a first-hand look at what it actually looks like. Now remember, they saying don't be outside today if you don't really have to be. Load up on it's like it's 1 degrees, but the wind chill is like 10 degrees below 0. So believe me, it's cold as hell outside. And you took some people that come from tropical areas and got them in tents outside. So that's that. So I wanted to give y'all the real. See, while they talking about stuff and have no real content, we had to give them an example of what real content is. These are the things that's plaguing this world. We don't have educators. We got these teachers that just take the job because they want summers off. They got overcrowded classrooms. They have low budgets. So they're not really teaching the kids. The parents are not really helping the situation when they just siding with their kids doing whatever they want to do in the classroom. That's a problem. And of course, you lead to these teachers sleeping with a lot of the students. You have the wrong people in the job, in the position of jobs. Same thing with these correctional officers, these female correctional officers. That's been going on since the beginning of time. Now it's even worse. Them sleeping with the inmates. Now we didn't get y'all first-hand knowledge of what's really going on out here in this city. Now, she told me that they sent the maximum security prisoners from Venezuela, released them like they did when Castro did in the early 80s, late 70s, when he released all of them prisoners. He opened the whole prison and sent them to America. And they had that big war out in Miami, which ended up making the movie Scarface. You know, they based it on Scarface. And they basically did this with their maximum security prison. So you have maximum security prisoners running loose in this city. So it's things you need to be focused on and paying attention to, because you keep ignoring it and it's going to show up on your doorstep. I was telling my buddy when we were working at the job that he needs to be more focused on, like what's happening in the company. I'm like, dude, they are cutting hours. They're cutting positions, high salary positions. So what do you think is going to happen to like our job eventually? Do you think they're going to keep us? Like, no, man, they need us, man, because, they need us to do the work. No, they don't. What they're doing is illegal. They're hiring temp workers. So if they can hire a temp worker and just get the temp worker to do you, why are they going to keep you? It's because you're on salary. The temp worker is doing all the rest of the work. So now they'll find a reason to get you up out of here and hire this temp. It's less costly. It's saving them money. The company's losing money. And I told them, I said, they tried to come to us and get us to vote Republican and wrote for Mitt Romney. I'll never forget my dog. They want us to vote for Mitt Romney. Hold on. Yeah, that's my boy, man. He's like, where you at? I'm like, dude, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to watch these Cowboys get their ass whooped. Don't worry about it. I'll drive all the way from the city to arrive here to watch the Cowboys get their ass whooped. No problem. Right. Cheap labor. He didn't think none of it. And then next thing you know, here come the layoffs. Bam, 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 bam. They laid off the whole department and had those people who was making the high salaries, put them to where we were, and was trying to train them how to do what we were doing. Because they had high salaries, they didn't want to let them go because those were their boys. And then they just start hiring temps. Then Obama and them found out and told these companies, hey, you guys are abusing what the policy we put in place. The policy was for companies to get a blow who was suffering during the economic crash. They were taking advantage of it by just letting all the temp workers in there and wasn't hiring people. So you got to see how America struggled. There's so many people don't even get what's actually happening right now. All the jobs are becoming scarce. I told y'all back in 2010, Walmart was the biggest company in the world. They don't manufacture anything. They're a distribution company. Google, what do they make? That's invisible. That's technical. Nothing physical in your hand Google has. They don't make anything. So distribution, we become a distribution country. When we were a manufacturing country, we were the strongest in the world. Now when you become a distribution company, you don't have any power. And that's where I try to get you guys to understand. Walmart, biggest company in the world, but they can't have anybody on their damn registers. You got one cashier on the register. And I was telling you the whole world for years, I said, look, they're gonna eliminate cashiers. People don't want to be cashiers. They kept complaining about it. And next thing you know, the registers, the lanes to keep them low. Now they got what? Self-checkout. In certain countries, they don't have cashiers. It's all electronic. They got one person to service the machine in case something goes wrong. Replace the paper or whatever, but it's all electronic. There's no more lanes. Good luck. Good luck trying to get anybody, and I mean anybody, to try to say they got all 4 lanes open at a Walmart. Go to your bank. You'll see all these lines for tellers, and it'd be like one teller running the whole damn bank. Maybe 2-3 people in the bank. Then you got to start asking yourself the hard questions. What's going on here? Most people don't pay any attention to it because the banks are closing. The malls are closing. What is this telling you? People are less and less depending on doing things physically. They want Uber Eats. They will pay more money to have somebody bring the food to them, where they raise the price of whatever it costs. You can go down the street, take 3 minutes to go down there and get in your car. You're too preoccupied. Now, I can see if you didn't have a vehicle and this is your only option, but you got options. They was like, I don't care. Uber Eats. I don't feel like getting up. Then all the money's gone. Where is it going? You're not even thinking about asking these questions because they don't want to push any of this to you. They're eliminating jobs that they feel are obsolete. They don't need to pay them anymore. They don't need these jobs. They're going to make them less and less. You are going to have to create your own opportunity, and you're going to have multiple revenue streams to survive in the new world. One job is not going to cut it no more. You're playing Russian roulette depending on one job. You're going to have to learn a trade because that's what the country is resorting back to. Those who know how to do something are going to be valuable. Always. You're going to need somebody to do lawn and garden. You're going to need somebody that knows how to fix a house, do a roof. You're going to need these things in life. Oh, the plumbing, the pipes is messed up. You're going to need somebody who knows how to do that. You're going to need an electrician. You're going to need these things in life. They can't take that away from you. And what they do now is remove it from people that look like us. We used to have our own companies. Now, out of business. Out of business. Retired, out of business. And then now the ones who do hold it, they don't want to hire you. Because you're an insurance risk to them. So they are not going to put you on their insurance. You're an independent contractor because you want to go to work high. You want to take a high-risk job and want to end up drilling a nail through your own finger because you high. So this is real content, people. This is real life information that could benefit people. Cause distract. As you can see, they use them in a title for clickbait to try to draw me out so I can talk about them. So okay, we'll talk about you without mentioning your name, but you know who you are. You're a slime. You're filth. And that's why you are where you are. Align yourself with slime and other filth. Don't matter about money. Money don't mean anything. You're just a slime with money if you got money. You're still a slime ball. It don't make no difference. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of the game. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, who showed up in the chat today. Shouts out to Damn D. Shouts out to Armando Black TV, Ticket TV. Welcome to HDII TV. We're probably doing a live stream right now with the panel. They tried to say he was hating on me and trying to steal my panel. He stole your panel, see, no? These are the people that I talk about. They always have something negative to say to try to cause division. But see, smart people, we know better. Don't let people put batteries in your back. Stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize. Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. Good show yesterday with Mac Mizzle and your boy Scrub. I watched that yesterday. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go Green Bay. Whoop the Cowboys. See, it's a win-win for me. Whoever loses, I win. So that's just how I see it. But I'm out.